Welcome back with Expresso here on SABC3. It is your Thursday morning. Welcome to it. Hope you are having lots and lots of fun. Now, Charlize Theron has adopted a baby boy named Jackson. Now, he's the first child for the 36-year-old Oscar-winning actress. And Charlize says she feels proud to be a mom to this healthy baby. She also says she's a creature who has really found her comfort in relationships and now finds herself single and finds that there's something really powerful in being okay with being alone, especially for women. And now, also speaking about adoption, you know, it's quite a serious topic in South Africa. Today we follow Bonnie Henna as she visits Pippa Jarvis from TLC. Now, Pippa not only runs a home for abandoned and orphan children, but is an adoptive mother herself, whisking to change the lives of children who simply need love and a family. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Expresso. I'm Bonnie Henna, and as you know, here at Expresso, we love to show how much we care. So today, we're out here in Eikenhof, just outside Johannesburg, at the TLC Children's Home, where we meet up with Pippa Jarvis, who gets to tell us a little bit more about the important work that gets done at this establishment. And afterwards, we've got a little surprise for the kids. Can't wait.
Pippa was 16 when her mother, Thea, adopted 2 abandoned babies in addition to her 5 biological children. 17 years later, the good work continues.
Pippa, tell us about the work you do here at TLC Children's Home.
We're a family-run organisation that takes in abandoned and orphaned babies and tries to make them ready for adoption. I really think our family was just born for this kind of work. My mother raised a strong family, she loves her children, and we grew to love children in turn, and as a consequence we are now 24 siblings adopted by my mother or had by my mother.
How many children do you have presently at TLC?
At TLC in care we have 43 children under 4, and then we have 30 children who have moved into a different kind of a care, more permanent care with the family. So there's about 30 of those, so altogether about 73 children. Our first 2 babies were brought from Barra in 1993. During all the strikes and pre-election violence, we were given them to care for, and I just discovered I had this tremendous capacity to love something that I had never experienced that kind of love before, and I just knew from that moment on this was my destiny.
As the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child, and the home depends on both part-time and full-time volunteers. Even international visitors lend a helping hand.
These are our nesties. They are all between 0 and 3 months old. When the hospitals phone us, this is the first place they'll come when we accept them, and we get to assess them a bit and see what they like and what they don't like and what they can tolerate and what they can't.
Pippa, could you take us through a day in the life of a volunteer? What does it entail?
It starts early. 6 o'clock is the first beginning of the shift. They take over from the night shift, and they do a few hours per age group in each section, and they have to do all the work that is for the children at that time, so be it bathing or feeding or medicating or just managing their little lives. That's what they have to do.
Some of the babies brought to TLC have little chance at life, often owing to complications arising from being HIV positive.
So these are the 3 to
about a year. Once they start to get mobile, they have to move into a more fun spot.
So Pippa, what's important at this phase of development?
This is really about stimulation. Here we do a lot of development for milestones. So we're aiming at getting them onto solids, we're aiming at getting them rolling over, sitting up, starting to crawl, just doing the things that children do at these ages, and we're trying to avoid any sort of developmental delays, which is quite common in institutions.
Pippa's 20-year vision for TLC is to turn it into a completely self-sufficient, ecologically sustainable children's home. In the meantime, Bonnie and Expresso treated the kids to an unforgettable day at Gold Reef City Theme Park.
So guys, finally, here's your treat. You've showed me a home, so I thought I'd bring you to a place that I absolutely love coming to.
Thank you.
Should we go have some fun?
Yes.
Okay. Now.
Sadly, only 1,150 children were adopted in South Africa in 2009. Many others depend on foster care.
Ding, 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 ding.
What is your vision for TLC and for adoption as a whole?
But I'd really like to see that things speed up because South Africans choose to adopt. It's great that international families want to adopt our babies. I think every baby deserves a family, but ultimately South Africans can do this. These are our children and we should be looking after them as our future. And I believe we can do it.
I certainly agree. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We've had a fabulous day, haven't we?
Yeah, lots of fun.
It's our pleasure.
Read more on how you can make a difference through ongoing TLC projects like Adopt a Cot and the volunteer program at tlc.org.za. Because every child deserves to be loved.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.